Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have for you just a single Crackout, but something I want to talk about a little bit with y'all and show you this neat looking coin here. First, before I show you the original holder, I'm going to look at the coin, so we'll do this kind of in a little bit of a reverse order today and see how that works out for everybody here. So this coin here, 1878. Morgan dollar. You can tell me kind of what you're thinking about it as we look at it here. I'll try not to lead the jury too much, but talk about the coin in general. 78 cc's usually have a decent strike to them. They come proof-like a little bit here and there. This one, of course, anytime you have a proof-like coin, you're going to see the chatter in the fields a lot more, and the hits will pop up a lot more. So we'll take a look at that side, and then we'll take a look at this side. And really a nice, I think, a pretty nice cameo look to it overall. So sometimes when you see the proof-like fields or the deeper fields, you don't always see that mirror effect at all angles. So sometimes you'll see a mirror effect only when you get the light like this, but when you go flat, it might disappear, and it might not go black and white. Like I like the contrast on this coin; it goes black and white, real nice. And sometimes though, when you turn the coin, there'll be no mirroring. But this coin, of course, you can see is mirrored nicely. Hey, how many fingers am I holding up? I'm just kidding. And this coin also has something else going on that's you people who are really into Morgans, you may notice already as I'm just kind of moving around a little bit here. There's our nice CC. This is a variety. And if we look right at the base of the eagle's wing here where it meets the leg, you'll see some lines. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get a little bit closer look here. I'm going to go a little bit closer on this guy and see what we see. Those lines that pop up, it's interesting because it almost looks like a box because there's a high line and a low line, and there's like a middle line that kind of goes in between. So pretty wild. This is called the VAM 11, and that's just kind of a popular VAM. So the reverse has really great contrast to it. The obverse also has nice contrast, maybe not quite as strong, but kind of a neat coin. So I'm going to tell you about what happened on this coin here in particular. PCGS called this a genuine VAM 11 line and wings cleaned unk details. Okay, this is I paid $1,050 for this coin. That's what this label says. Okay, so that's what I did, and of course that is going into this eyes wide open, saying, okay, so I basically paid. I don't know that I want to say retail, but the coin said cleaned on it when I bought it, and for a VAM 11, I mean I pretty much bought it close to a straight grade, but not quite. There's a little bit of a discount built in there. And of course, also though, I bought it as a PL, right? Because, a straight VAM 11 wouldn't have that same price point to it. So in a way, I did buy it at a premium. And of course, the only way this pans out is if NGC straight grades the coin. So we've got a MS61 proof-like VAM 11, and also, for the people who specialize in this, they'll know because they look at the coins. Whether or not a coin is a proof-like or a deep mirror proof-like, technically has to do with how far along. I haven't pointed this out in a while, but just how far the mirror goes on the coin. How many letters deep can you see when you look into the mirror from the coin? So as you see the line here, that type of thing. That's so the depth, the contrast, which is what I'm talking about when I see the black and white. So it looks like a modern day proof, that black and white with black fields and the white devices. That appearance is not technically what distinguishes something as proof-like versus deep mirror proof-like. technically it has to do with the reflectivity of the field. But, you know, to get there, I think it's, I get these guys mixed up sometimes. To get like an ultra cameo, then you have to have both the deep field and the contrast both, right? So anyway, I'm intrigued. Intrigued. I don't know what I am. So 61. I'm not going to argue the grade too much. I will say there's probably not a big difference between a 61 and a 62. Maybe a little jump at 63. It has a lot of chatter, as we pointed out before, all through the fields. I think the cheek overall is pretty nice, pretty clean. It has a lot of little stuff going on, but it's not too bad. And I don't mind the PL, but I think it shows a lot more like a deep mirror. But once again, they're going to measure the reflectivity, how they measure the reflectivity. But and you got to be careful, because right now you can see, look, this coin is so reflective. It's look, it's reflective up here in the holder. So you need to be able to do it in a way that you're only looking at the coin surface and not a reflection on the plastic. It's actually a little bit harder to tell once you get them in plastic how reflective they are, other than the eyeball test. So some of you are really good at that. This doesn't make up for all my losses, but it's a nice coin, and I think the market on this is maybe around 1,500. The coin, I think, is a touch nicer than the grade, but either way, the price point's just based on, you know, finding a home for it. Someone who's really going to appreciate how attractive the coin is in the holder that it's in. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.